Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and today we're going to be talking about Guy from Final Fight and Street Fighter. Now, before the events of the first Final Fight, Guy was a young man born into a Japanese family, and he was in fact a bit of a hooligan when he was extremely young. However, things did change when he met the Bushin master Zeku, and the old man decided to take Guy as a student. The training was extremely difficult, but within a very short amount of time, he was on the same level as Zeku, and together they were able to revive the secrets within their martial art, Bushin Ryu Ninpo. Guy would then make his debut in Final Fight, where he's one of 3 playable characters alongside Cody and Mike Hager. Now the premise is that the Mad Gear gang have taken Mike Hager's daughter, Jessica. So Mike, Cody and Guy join forces in order to take down the Mad Gear gang, as well as save Mike's daughter. Now on their journey, he develops a rather strong relationship with Cody. Although the two aren't really friends per se, they have a strong level of respect for each other, and this can be seen in later games. Now at some point, Guy does come into contact with Rolento, who would actually offer Guy a position in the Mad Gear gang. Guy did decline and the two battled each other, with Guy defeating and scarring Rolento's face. Eventually they are able to track down the leader of the Mad Gear gang, Belger, who are able to confront and kill the gang leader, with Cody uppercutting him through a window, in which Belger fell to his death. Now due to how bad the Mad Gear gang was, Mike, Cody and Guy were praised as heroes of the city. Now during the events of Final Fight 2, the Mad Gear gang return, and whilst Guy and Cody are absent from Metro City, they kidnap Guy's sensei and his fiancée Reina, along with his sensei's daughter. Now Guy himself doesn't actually appear in the game as a playable character, because during the events of Final Fight 2, Guy's training in Japan and is unaware of the events that are currently unfolding. Now Mike Hager teams up with Reina's sister Maki and Carlos, a South American swordsman, and together they're once again able to defeat the Mad Gear gang. Now eventually Guy does catch word of this, and it can be seen at the end of the game where he sends a letter to everyone, saying thank you to them and stating that he will be back soon. Guy makes his return in Final Fight 3, where a gang war has erupted, with the victor being the Skull Cross gang. The gang was able to start a massive riot within Metro City, and it was used as a diversion to get their gang leader out of prison. Now with the gang leader Black out of prison, Guy had to team up with Hager, Lucia Morgan, a police officer, and a street fighter named Dean, and together they were able to take down the Skull Cross gang, ending with Guy defeating and killing Black by punching him through an electric generator. Now what takes place after this is Final Fight Revenge. However, this game has been scrapped as it's deemed non-canon, since this game was produced in America and features a zombified version of the Mad Gear gang. It's kind of dumb. Guy would then make his debut and transition over into the Street Fighter series, in which he appears in the first ever Street Fighter Alpha game, along with fellow Final Fight character Sodom. Now despite actually being in this game, his appearance here has been retconned, so his first ever kind of story appearance begins in Street Fighter Alpha 2. We learn in Street Fighter Alpha 2 that he's become the Grand Master of the Bushin Ryu style, and has in fact surpassed his master, Zeku, as the two battled for the title of Grand Master, with Guy winning. Now after gaining this title, he was warned by his master of a great evil coming that would corrupt and destroy the world, and he learns in Street Fighter Alpha 3 that this corruption is in fact the organization known as Shadaloo. He would then set out to find its leader, M. Bison, so that he could destroy this evil. And whilst on his journey, he would come into contact with Rose, who in fact was also determined to bring down Shadaloo and Bison. During the events of Alpha 3, he had also come into contact with Cody once again. The two got into a heated argument, as Guy wanted Cody to return, but Cody refused, and this led to the two fighting against each other, although there is no clear winner between them. After the two calm down, they part ways, with Guy realizing that he didn't have to like Cody's choice, but he still respected him and knew that he was still a good person deep down. Now at some point he'd be confronted by Maki, as she wanted to challenge him for his title, but he didn't consider her as a threat, resulting in her defeat. Now eventually he was able to track down Bison, but when he had found him, Bison had already defeated Rose, and was already long gone. Knowing that she is in a very critical condition, he takes her body so that way she can get treatment for her injuries. But on his journey he was unable to shake this feeling of fear, something he hasn't really felt before. Now unknown to Guy, Bison had already been defeated and killed, but he had put a bit of his soul inside Rose, so that way she could be a host for him. And ultimately due to this and Rose being alive, Bison was able to survive. Guy would then next appear in Street Fighter 4, in which he enters the Sin tournament, as he is aware that the weapons division of Shadaloo has in fact been selling weapons into Metro City. So he enters the tournament in order to take down the organization once again, and this actually leads to him meeting up with Cody once once more, as the ex-hero has once again gotten bored of prison and has just decided to explore. And the two battle once more, though the result is left unknown, and the two come to the realization that they've changed so much ever since the events of the first final fight. Guy then arrives at Sin's headquarters, in which he finds an unconscious Rose being carried away by Bison. He confronts the dictator in front of his plane, saying that if Bison doesn't drop her, then he will destroy his plane. It's left unknown whether the two fought or not, but Guy is able to resuscitate Rose. Now after Sin's headquarters is destroyed, he once again comes into contact with Cody, and lets Cody know that he's been watching his actions, and letting him know that he's been seeing him taking down criminals. Whether or not he wants to accept it, he's actually a hero. Now despite this, Cody just tries to shrug it off, and when Guy asks if he'll ever return back to Metro City, Cody replies that the only real home he has is back inside a prison cell. Now although he hasn't made an appearance in Street Fighter V, he does make a very small cameo in Rashid's prologue story to the game. But that's really it for Guy. Guys, that sounds really weird. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I've been pushing off this video for a very long time now, but I'm glad I finally come around to actually covering this guy. God, so many puns. Now I really do like Guy as a character. I think he's pretty damn cool, as ninjas go in this channel. I can't help feeling like he's very bland, and it might be because he's supposed to fill the place of silent badass. And if that is the case, he plays it off extremely well. Now I would really like to see this character return in Street Fighter V along with Cody, as I'd love to see what they were doing during the events of A Shadow's Fall. Now if possible guys, let's try getting this video to 750 likes, as since the algorithm's all weird and different now, by liking this video you'll be helping myself and this channel out so much. I'd also like to let you guys know that next week's episode is actually going to be Armor King from Tekken. Also in the comments below, let me know what you'd like to see for the next episode of Street Fighter. So now as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care and I will see you all next time.